Welcome to the 20-something Grab and Go. Today we'll be making the DIY tabletop zen garden. Whether you have a fidgeter or just need a moment to zen out, check out this DIY. So some of the supplies you'll need are a wood sample, a box lid, shoebox would be good, some rocks, sand, a chopstick, paint brushes, scissors, glue, and paint. All right, so let's get started. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get our box set up. So you open it up, and it comes with a lid, but we don't need the lid, so I'm gonna cut it off with the scissors. Throw this part away, we don't need it. All right, so next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna paint the box. I think blue is a nice zen color, so mine's gonna be blue. Let me open up my paints without making a mess. A lot of paint in there. And it's good to set out some scrap paper or newspaper to paint on top of, because you will be painting the edges and it gets messy. So we'll begin painting. You can either paint the whole box and then wait for it to dry, or you can paint half of it, blow dry it, paint the other half, and then blow dry it to make it dry quicker. So let's get started. I don't know if I mentioned this, but you also need a cup of water to rinse your brush, and some paper towels to dry your brush off with. All right, now I'm gonna blow dry this part of my box. And then we'll go on to the second half. All right, now we'll paint the second half of our box. All right, now we're gonna dry this half of our box. All right, now that our box is dry, you can go ahead and add a second layer of paint to make it less streaky, or we can move on. For the brevity of this presentation, we're just gonna move on. So the next thing we're gonna need in our project is a piece of wood. On the back of this piece of wood, it has tape, but if yours doesn't, we have glue that we'll provide for you in your grab and go pack. If I can get this tape off of here. All right, so what we're gonna do with this piece of wood is we're gonna put it in the corner over here. And press it down so that the glue and tape stick. And now we'll add our sand. You want to enough sand to cover the bottom, but not so much that your box is too heavy and it'll fall out of the box or fall over the edges. So let me spread this out. You want it to cover the bottom pretty succinctly. And it looks like 1 bag of sand was all I needed. We'll leave that wood corner exposed just for looks. Now what we're gonna do is we have rocks that we'll add to our garden, and we can put our chopstick in there. So when you get these rocks, let me move this out of the way. We can paint our rocks to match the decor of your house or to match your box. I'm gonna paint mine like a dark blue. You get my mixing tray and white patterns. So you open up all my paints. Okay, so let's get this mixed up. Let me pour some blue, some black into the blue. Mix that up. I want a nice dark blue. Oh yeah, that's very dark blue. Okay, that's good. That's all we need. All right, and I'm gonna paint the background of my rocks white. Rinse off my brushes. Okay. In your instruction packet, I list a sample of some rock designs that you can paint. It's kind of fun to give you an idea, but the creative leverage is all yours to create whatever patterns you want to create. I just gave you some ideas to see what other people have done. All right, so we'll paint the rock white. Okay, I'm gonna blow dry it. And add a second layer of paint. And blow dry it again some more. Okay, now that that's dry, I'm gonna go in with this brush right here, and I'm going to paint some stripes. Do some thick ones, some thin ones. Do a thin one right here. And then a really thick one here. I'll go in with some white dots. And we have one rock complete. Let's move on to another rock. This one, I'm going to paint white again. We'll add some blue lines. And some polka dots. And blow dry these. Alright, and our third rock, I'm going to paint a flower. I'll fill in the middle with blue. Alright, we'll dry this and then we'll add our rocks to our Zen garden. Bring our garden back into focus and we will add our rocks over here. And you can use your chopstick to create whatever sort of design you want as you zen out with your Zen garden. Fidget, design, scrape it away, and start again. I hope you have a happy new year. and enjoy Zen gardening. Thank you.